if I'm easy work, I heard him say I'm easy work. If I was easy work, you would take all that money that he's offering you. But yet and still, he want 200 million for Benavidez, and he want 150 million to fight me. So that just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him.
Maybe someone's reacted to that news. I don't know. Or maybe it just fell through.
No.
But it sounds to me that the move to fight Jake Paul has just maybe derailed the other fight. But I don't blame Canelo Alvarez, because financially, the bigger fight is Canelo-Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Because in that fight, you got two big stars.
Yeah.
In the other fight, you got two great fighters and one big star.
Terence Crawford has lashed out at Canelo Alvarez for reportedly pulling out of their highly anticipated fight. Negotiations between Canelo and Crawford had been going strong, with Ring magazine initially reporting that a deal was set for a massive showdown in Nevada this fall. However, the same outlet now claims the agreement has fallen apart as both camps remain unhappy with the terms. Ring magazine tweeted, "The planned Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford fight is now off, revealing the shocking twist." Meanwhile, YouTuber turned boxer Jake Paul is facing major backlash over the fight's sudden collapse. A post on X by Peep Games stated, "It's official. Saul Canelo Alvarez ducked the #1 pound-for-pound fighter, Terence Bud Crawford. Canelo is now the undisputed biggest coward in boxing history, the biggest duck of all time." Many fans believe Canelo's rumored tune-up fight against a social media star played a huge role in derailing the bout. Turki Al-Sheikh, the financial powerhouse behind securing Canelo versus Crawford, has openly criticized Jake Paul's involvement in boxing. As the mastermind behind Riyadh's season matchups, he has repeatedly voiced his opinion that YouTubers stepping into the ring are damaging the sport's integrity.
And Terence Crawford, who should be a big star, but the reality is isn't. He's just an unbelievable fighter. So listen, everything can change overnight, as you saw.
Yeah.
So don't rule out Canelo Crawford. But as I'm hearing, Canelo Jake Paul is done, and I get it. Yeah, I'll watch it.
Mad old game. Eddie, always a pleasure, mate. Really appreciate the time.
Listen, buck up your ideas.
Okay.
Some believe Canelo's willingness to entertain a fight with Jake Paul played a key role in derailing negotiations for the highly anticipated super middleweight clash. Fans were eager for Canelo to challenge IBF title holder William Skull to reclaim his undisputed super middleweight status. That fight would have set the stage for two future Hall of Famers battling for all 4 belts, a far cry from facing someone whose last big win came against a 58-year-old Mike Tyson. Canelo Lesnar tweeted on X saying, "Although it's still unclear why Canelo vs. Crawford was canceled, many insiders speculate that a simple response may have sparked the dispute." After Bud's strong words for Teofimo Lopez, Canelo required Teo to be Crawford's next opponent before facing him. Crawford, far removed from a former Disney child actor, also recently defeated Israel Madrimov at a packed stadium. The internet has been buzzing with speculation about a potential fight between Canelo and Paul, but there's no solid proof that negotiations ever took place. Until now, World Boxing News has avoided engaging with these rumors. However, the landscape shifted when the Crawford fight was moved from T-Mobile Arena to the Raiders' home stadium. In today's boxing world, nothing is off the table, but the idea of a 4-division champion holding the WBO, WBA, and WBC titles stepping into the ring with Paul seems highly unlikely. What would Canelo even gain from such a matchup? Would a fight like this even sell tickets in Las Vegas, a city known for showcasing boxing at its highest level? It's doubtful. But in this digital age, even casually entertaining an idea can snowball into real-world consequences, often to the detriment of those involved. Boxing fans are left frustrated after rumors of a potential mega fight between Canelo and Crawford were shut down. The highly anticipated showdown between two of the sport's biggest stars had fans buzzing with excitement. But now, the latest. News has triggered backlash, with many in the boxing community criticizing how the situation was handled. One fan voiced their frustration, calling out how boxing often mishandles big fights. Boxing is a joke sometimes. They announce fights before anything is even signed. This reflects a growing sentiment among fans who are tired of premature announcements that never turn into actual fights. Another fan expressed disappointment, saying, "They got us all hyped up just to break our hearts." Given how rare it is to see undisputed champions from different weight classes face off, the letdown is understandable. Some fans pointed out the overwhelming support Crawford had received in hypothetical matchups. One fan noted, "The support for Crawford to win is insane." Crawford recently cemented his status as the best pound-for-pound fighter with dominant victories, and many believe he would have posed a serious threat to Canelo. Others speculated that contractual issues might have played a role in canceling the fight. Rumor has it, Canelo saw the fine print and realized the winner had to fight Benavidez, one fan suggested. This refers to David Benavidez, a top super middleweight contender known for his aggressive style and relentless pressure. A mandatory fight with Benavidez could have been a high-risk scenario for either fighter, adding another layer of complexity to the negotiations. Not everyone saw the cancellation as a bad thing, though. Some believe it was actually a blessing for Crawford. One fan commented, "Crawford dodged a bullet. He can't make 168, and taking that cash grab would have hurt his legacy." While Crawford is undoubtedly a generational talent, moving up to 168 pounds to face a seasoned super middleweight like Canelo would have been a monumental challenge. Many feel the risk outweighed the reward, and that Crawford's legacy is better preserved by staying in his natural weight class. This isn't the news boxing fans were hoping for, especially after such a long and eager wait. For a moment, it seemed like anticipation would finally turn into reality. Reports suggested that negotiations for Canelo versus Crawford were making real progress. But now, it looks like the historic clash between these two pound-for-pound greats might never happen. The exact reason behind the fight's cancellation is still unclear, but the significant weight gap between Crawford and Alvarez was a major concern. Many experts and former champions had already questioned Crawford's decision to jump up 2 weight classes. Meanwhile, David Benavidez has now entered the conversation. Maybe it was just a matter of timing. In an interview with Ariel Helwani, Benavidez, who won a title eliminator against Morel, shared his preference for facing Dimitri Bivol instead. Benavidez believes that if Bivol, who famously defeated Canelo 2 years ago, wins his next fight, it would solidify his place as a top contender in the division.
Confident are you, David, that you will fight the winner of Beterbiev Bivol?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident. To be honest, the only thing that I'm thinking about is that if Bivol wins this fight, like what they would have to do a rubber match, you know what I mean? And like I'm just like thinking, who am I to say that, you know, they can't fight another fight because, you know, they fought 2 great fights. So that's basically the only thing I'm thinking of right now. But I would, if that's something like that would happen, I think I wouldn't fight until they get that done with, and then, you know, I would move into that fight after they have a trilogy. So that's really the only thing I'm thinking right now.
But that would be a long break for you. Like, let's say conceivably they fight again October, you know, who knows?
Crawford is on the verge of making history as a 3-division undisputed champion. If Alvarez is out of the picture, he could spark a series of unification bouts. However, that would put him face to face with Sebastian Fundora, with whom he has already had heated exchanges online. Criticism has been plentiful. Many believe Crawford's technical skill would give him a clear edge in the ring, leading to speculation that Alvarez might hesitate to take the fight, fearing a 3rd career loss. While some fans admire Crawford's tactical brilliance, others remain captivated by Alvarez's exceptional boxing, especially his pinpoint body shots and rock-solid defense. The idea of suffering his first career loss at the hands of a highly skilled opponent in a neighboring division is a daunting thought. Forcing a champion to move up 2 weight classes raises the question, is it even fair? Spectators will have to wait and see. Depending on the outcome, David Benavidez will determine his next move. If he becomes the undisputed light heavyweight champion, Canelo Alvarez may find it harder than ever to avoid a showdown.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna rest and talk with my team. And like I say, everybody asking for everything. But and I always did. I always fight with everybody. You asking, so but right now I'm in the position I can ask him to. So I'm in the position I can ask him to, and I can do whatever I want, and we'll see what.
Crawford had spent nearly a year pushing for this fight, even meeting with Saudi boxing chief Turki Alalshik in London, a key backer of the highly anticipated matchup. Sources indicated that terms were nearly finalized, and an official announcement was expected during UFC 306 in September. Both Crawford and Alalshik went live on Instagram, where Bud seized the moment to call out Canelo after his win over Edgar Berlanga. "Yo, Turi, tell them we're going for Canelo next," Crawford said. Alalshik replied, "Yes, let's go. Canelo, come on, we are ready." Crawford then added, "You heard it from him, just put me in the game." Canelo versus Crawford, the biggest fight in boxing, but we stay ready though, so we ain't gotta get ready. However, the idea of a Canelo versus Jake Paul showdown is undeniably stirring up conversation. The reigning unified super middleweight champion going up against a former YouTuber with zero legitimate fights seems absurd. Yet, here we are, in a world where this matchup isn't just being talked about, it's fueling speculation, dominating social media, and making headlines.
But it may be a done deal. Terence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez. Early thoughts? What do you think?
Yeah, look, the first thought is, can he handle the weight jump? Can he handle the weight jump? He being Crawford against Medvedev, people are going to say, "Oh, he had some hiccups." Who don't have hiccups? When you eat something that's a little difficult to eat, and Medvedev was a little difficult to eat. He's not easy to digest. He's a good fighter. When you eat something that's a little tough to digest, you get hiccups, right? So come on, he's human. So he had a few hiccups. He won the fight. He's Terence Crawford. A lot of people say, "Oh, Teddy, you make him so good. You're always saying how great Crawford is." But who's he beating? He unified the. What was his first division? Lightweight. Then he unified the junior. Then he unified the junior welter. Then he unified the welter. I think I got the weight classes right. It doesn't matter.
For now, the actual outcome of the fight takes a back seat. What's truly remarkable is the frenzy it has stirred up purely through speculation. This alone is a testament to Jake Paul's undeniable talent for generating hype. Amid all the buzz, boxing analyst Showbiz the Adult shared his perspective on the rumored showdown. During a discussion, Showbiz pointed out that a fight between Terence Crawford and Canelo would overshadow any potential clash with Jake Paul. As he explained, Cinnamon needs a May opponent who poses no risk to his standing or reputation. The big fight is Canelo versus Terence Crawford. Canelo is the heavy favorite, but that's the fight that matters, and you don't want to risk it. Since Jake Paul poses no real threat, a May bout against him would be the safest option for Canelo. Furthermore, Showbiz suggested that a fight with Paul could actually generate more money than one against Crawford. That's the world we're living in. What am I gonna say? The popular content creator remarked. Regardless of criticism, he argued, a fight against Jake Paul would be a massive payday for Canelo because, like it or not, people would show up. The hate people have for Jake Paul will fill the arena, Showbiz claimed. We live in a time where people gather just to hate. That hate alone will sell the fight. He also noted that the backlash against Paul has skyrocketed since, the Mike Tyson incident. Some fans, he suggested, may even view Canelo as a hero for stepping into the ring with Paul. Showbiz the Adult isn't the only boxing insider weighing in on the rumored matchup. MMA journalist Ariel Helwani also shared his thoughts on the possibility during an appearance on the Ariel Helwani Show. While discussing the speculation, Helwani praised Canelo's impressive fight schedule. There are reports coming out that Canelo versus Jake Paul might actually happen in May, and if that's true, what a freaking year for Canelo Alvarez. Holy sh! Those are two massive paydays, Helwani said. However, he refrained from questioning the legitimacy of the rumors, instead acknowledging the sheer magnitude of the speculation. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming updates.